Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Thursday Night Football. There's a lot for me to update. I originally said that I was, oh, I'm sorry, Binks. I originally said to myself that I was not going to do this game, but I'm going to do it after all. And you'll see a lot of changes on the fly as we get ready for Thursday Night Football between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. I'm going to work on lightening the video here because did that do it? Yeah, okay. All right. Let's see what we can see. All right. We got that and that and that. And first place is on the line tonight at Lumen Field in Seattle. All right, there we go. Cool. All right, y'all need to see my face. All right, they're in the intro. We're just about ready to go. Let me do. What am I looking at here? I'm looking at that. Let me look at that. Look at the filters. Yeah, I gotta fix that. All right, that's better. That's better. You're gonna see that next play-by-play live stream change because I haven't had a chance to update it. I haven't been on the air, but we are on the air tonight. And I am legitimately scared for my 49ers because of their lack of efficiency in the red zone, because of the fact they are beat up, and the Seahawks have improved. I'll say it again, not to mention that the 49ers are just beat up all over the place. So I am legitimately scared for my 49ers that this will turn into a repeat of 2020 where they did not make the playoffs. And all kinds of stuff are running through my head right now. I'm somewhat shakily confident in my 49ers, but we're going to find out tonight what will happen. We're going to find out tonight what will happen. You know, the key for the 49ers is the fact that they are 0-2 in the division. The Rams are 1-1, and that one win came against San Francisco. Remember, the Niners have choked away 2 games. They've choked away 2 games. And they should have beaten down the Rams, and they should have beaten down Arizona last week. And that may prove to be very costly. Seattle going old school with their uniforms, blue top, gray pants, gray helmets. Marcus Wright will kick things off. Remember the injury to Jake Moody. They're going old school, and so are the 49ers. Off we go from Seattle. And the kick will come up short and taken at the 10-yard line, 15-20, 25-30, still going out to the 37-yard line, and that's where the Seahawks will begin. Geno Smith in his 12th season out of West Virginia. He leads the NFL with 1,466 yards. He's thrown 5 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He has a 72% completion rate. And it's 1st and 10 for the Seahawks from the 36-yard line, moving left to right as we see it. And as you folks are listening along with us, there's the shift all the way to the right side. Single back offense for Seattle. They are on the left hash, moving to the right. The turn in the hand to K9. And he gets about 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8 from that point. Kenny Walker was the ball carrier that time. Offensive coordinator Ryan Grubb for Seattle. 14:25 left in the first quarter, and now they'll shift to a pistol formation on 2nd down and 7, a gain of 3 on that last play. Lock it in motion, the turn in the hand to Walker, and Walker is going to get right about to the line of scrimmage and go no further. So here is where the 49ers need to improve, and that is to stop their opponents on 3rd down. Gain of 1, 3rd and 6 for the Seattle Seahawks. Charbonnet's in the ball game this time. Jackson Smith and Jigba, DK Metcalf, Ryan Lockett are your receivers for the Seahawks. 3rd and 6, 13:44 left in the opening quarter. From the 40-yard line, 3 receivers out to the right, lone slot to the left. Geno Smith in shotgun formation with Charbonnet standing to his right. 49ers bring only 4, and Smith back to pass. Steps up and throws it is caught. DK Metcalf out to the 45, 40, 35, 30, and down inside the 30-yard line. And that's the one thing that's one of the biggest things I was fearing, that the Niners will not get off the field on 3rd down. Green on the coverage on a gain of 28. And it's right across the middle where teams have attacked the 49ers. From the Niner 30-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Seahawks. Geno Smith in shotgun formation now shifts up to the line, repeats the call, changes the call. 12:59 left in the opening quarter. Seahawks in 49er territory, 1st and 10. As Geno Smith takes the belt-high shotgun snap and hands to Charbonnet on a delay, and Charbonnet is brought down by Jair Brown. Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6, and Charbonnet will come off the field. And again, the 49ers are considerably beat. They are considerably beat up. So this may turn into a bad game for them. 2nd and 6, 12:27 remaining in the opening quarter. The Niners have to get off the field somehow. 3 receivers to the right, tight end to the left. Tight end in formation, turning hand to Kenneth Walker. Walker trying to get to the outside, reverses field, runs right into trouble, and is dropped right at the line of scrimmage. Anderson on the stop. Malik Mustafa gets in there also. So now it's a passing down for Seattle, and the 49ers pass defense has been horrid the first 5 games of the season, as Nick Bosa made a great play to get off of the block that was coming his way. And remember, the Niners started 2-4 in 2022, and they reached the NFC Championship game. They wound up 3-4. Snap to Smith on 3rd and 5. Smith over the middle, intercepted. Malik Mustafa with the interception, and the Niners take it away. All right. And the 49ers get the first turnover of the game. Daniel Berry, our first commenter, Victor Locke with us. He says, all right, and here we go. Malik Mustafa picks off Geno Smith, and now it's Brock Purdy and the 49er offense that will get the first crack at points. Let's take a break. We have 11:33 remaining in the opening quarter. No score between the 49ers and the Seahawks. Back after this.
Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast, every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets.
All right, 11:26 remains in the opening quarter. San Francisco with the ball off of the turnover, and they will move from their own 4-yard line from right to left as we see it and as you folks are listening along at home with us. And it's good to be back on the air. And I must admit something to you guys. And I mean this from the heart. There are so many other games that I wanted to do, but I did not do because of fear. Plain and simple. It's because of fear that I wouldn't be as good as I once was, and I wouldn't be able to turn this into a boatload of money that I want to do. But tonight, as I'm doing laundry, I said, screw it. I knew I had a pregame show plan in my head and all that stuff, but I said, screw it. I will get everything together for the triple header that I have on Saturday. They'll start at the 3-yard line and the handoff to J.P. Mason, and Mason runs into a wall and is forced backwards. Mason, the leading rusher on the 49ers, one of the leading rushers in the league. Brendo, Banks, Williams, George Kittle across the front. And the double team on Nick Bosa didn't matter. As I'm looking at a replay, Mustafa couldn't turn up field. 2nd and 9, 10:54 for the opening quarter. Purdy this time in shotgun. Deebo Samuel in motion. The fake to Mason, and now Purdy takes off. Purdy falls down at the 10-yard line as he was tripped up, and they'll be a couple of yards short on 3rd down. And this is where the 49ers need to improve offensively. They need to convert their 3rd downs. In the second half on Sunday against Arizona, they only converted 2 3rd downs. Brock Purdy, 2nd in passing, 1,374 yards. He's thrown 6 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. And now it is 3rd and 2, 10:14 left in the opening quarter. 49ers moving right to left off of the interception. The snap to Purdy. They bring pressure, and Purdy, plenty of time to throw, now escapes out to his right. Can they chase him down? The answer is no. He gets the 1st down. Brock Purdy, using his legs, picks up 4 and a 1st down for San Francisco. And it's been Brock Purdy's running. The block by Trent Williams got Purdy free as he escaped out to his left. But now you wonder if he's going to do that more than he. You can wonder if he's going to do that more than he should. He started showing his prowess as a runner in the NFC Championship game last year. 1st and 10. Snap to Purdy, the handoff to Mason. Mason runs into a wall, still going forward across the 15. He'll be put down at about the 18-yard line. So after being stonewalled, he still gets 3, 2nd down and 7 on a much improved Seattle defense. Mason versus the Cardinals last week rushed 14 times for 89 yards, but it was the fumble that he lost deep in Arizona territory that the Cardinals were able to turn into the winning points. Got to hold on to the ball. The Niners turned the ball over twice last week. 2nd and 6, 8:54 left in the opening quarter. Ball is at the 18-yard line. Purdy out of the shotgun. In orbit motion to Deebo Samuel. He'll get the call running left. Escapes across the 20. They're trying to push him forward. And he's going to be short of the 1st down by a half a yard. Dominic Pooney set him free. And Deebo Samuel coming across in orbit motion. Got the handoff. It'll be 3rd down and 1. 8:28 left in the opening quarter. San Francisco with the ball after a turnover. Malik Mustafa with the interception. Now, can the 49ers capitalize this and turn this into 7? And we spoke in the pregame show. We spoke off the air. And during the morning show, 7 and not 3. That's the key for San Francisco. 3rd and 1. 49ers moving right. Deebo Samuel in tight formation off to the right. Purdy under center. Jordan Mason behind him. And they fake it to Mason. Purdy rolls. Lobs it. It is tipped and caught by Deebo Samuel. 1st down outside the 30 to the 34-yard line. Samuel had it go off his hands momentarily. He was able to gather it in and picked up the 1st down. And he immediately heads to the bench for a breather as he got hit hard. So 2 3rd down completions for San Francisco. And that pass was such a gimme that Samuel was wide open, but he's able to tip it to himself off the tip drill. Jordan Love in coverage for Seattle, and it's a first down for the 49ers. And Deebo Samuel gets a breather. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Mason the lone setback. 2 receivers out to the left. Lone slot to the right is Ronnie Bell. The handoff to Mason, and Mason's get 10. Mason's loose across midfield, cutting right, 45-40, 35-30. Mason's still going. Hold on to the ball. He does, down at the 28-yard line. And the Niners get their first big play of the game. 38-yard gain to the Seattle 28-yard line. Trent Williams set him free with a big block on the left side. And now San Francisco is deep in Seattle territory. And again, you got to turn this into 7. I'm going to be preaching this all night. And Mason, remember what happened last week, holds on to the ball. 3 rushes, 43 yards so far for Jordan Mason. Ball at the 28-yard line, 2 on the play clock. Turn in hand this time to Deebo Samuel, running straight ahead across the 25 down to the 23-yard line. .610 left in the opening quarter, and the 49ers on their trademark long running drive. George Kittle wrestling with Jordan Love, and Kittle loves to block. He's a great receiving tight end, but Kittle loves to block. This is the 9th play of the drive. They shoot up 5 minutes and 38 seconds. The drive started on their own 3-yard line. 5-yard gain for Deebo Samuel. 2nd down and 5. 5:40 left in the opening quarter. Samuel shifts to the right, and now Purdy back to throw. Looking, steps up into the pocket, now escapes to his left, drifts back, and fires. It is caught by Juwan Jennings down to the 10-yard line. First down, San Francisco. Just about goal to goal. They're at the 10-yard line. And this is where the 49ers need to improve beginning tonight. You got to get 7 and not 3. A great job by Purdy with a sidearm, and he slung it. He slung it sidearm. And Juwan Jennings working his way open, gets a first down. Rayshon Jenkins on the stop. 1st and goal from the 10. The handoff to Mason, running straight ahead, and Mason gets down to about the 7. Kyle Juszczyk in front of him as the fullback. 3-yard gain, 2nd down and goal. 4:40 left in the opening quarter, and I'll preach this all night long. 7 and not 3. You got to get 7 points. You don't want to end this drive with 3 if you're San Francisco, because you started deep in your own territory after picking off Geno Smith, and you really want to stick it to him. 4:20 left in the opening quarter, 10 on the play clock. Niners moving right to left, 2nd down and goal. 8 on the play clock. Purdy looks over the defense. Mason jettisons the backfield. 4 on the play clock. 3, now 2. Purdy will throw, and now steps up and throws incomplete, looking for Mason on the left side. And now here's where the 49ers have been, let's just say it, flat out awful. 3rd and goal. And they've been awful lately, especially in the 2 games that they gave up between the Rams and between with them and the Rams and them and the Cardinals. The Niners started out hot against the Rams, getting up 14-0, and then the 3rd drive resulted in a field goal and not a touchdown, and they were close. 3rd and goal from the 7-yard line, 10 on the play clock. 4:07 left in the opening quarter. Fans on their feet at Lumen Field in Seattle. 5 on the play clock. Purdy in shotgun. 3, 2, 1. Purdy back to throw. Winds up to the corner. Touchdown! No, he dropped it. Deebo Samuel had it in his hand, unable to come through with the catch, and the Niners will have to settle for a field goal. I thought Samuel was going to bring that in. Burns was on the coverage against Deebo Samuel, and a great job by Burns deflecting the ball away. Could have been defensive holding either way. So Matthew Wright, in his 4th season, was signed to the active roster, will try his first field goal in a 49ers uniform, 25-yard field goal attempt, straight on between the hashes. Mitch Wisnowski will put it down. Snap is backing down, and the kick on the way. It is good, and the 49ers get 3. You hate to see them settle for 3, but they got points off of a turnover. 3:58 remaining in the first quarter. Niners 3, Seahawks nothing. Back after this on Snowman Multimedia.
Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets.
Three 0 San Francisco. 3:58 remains in the opening quarter as San Francisco takes the turnover, and they indeed converted into points. But I will be preaching this all night. They've got to get 7 and not 3. But that 49er defense came up big on the first Seattle drive, and this is good. This is a good start for them. This is indeed a good start for the San Francisco 49ers. Now, the defense can only get better and improve throughout the course of the game tonight. Because now you've seen Geno Smith for a drive. You know where you're weak and where you're missing people. And they can easily, improve their defense. But you got to get 7 points on drives and not 3 points. This is what cost them last week, as they show the infamous Terrell Owens signing an autographed football, pulling a Sharpie from his sock. You know what? And it occurred in Seattle. You know what? Back then, I wouldn't have approved of that. In fact, I didn't. But you know what? I don't care. If you're going to sign a football and give it to somebody, go ahead. Matthew Wright will kick it away for San Francisco. And he gets the kick away, high and short again. And it will go into the end zone, and they're going to come out to the 10, and that's as far as he goes. Williams on the return, and the 49er coverage gets back there. Why did they take the ball out of the end zone? The ball rolled into the end zone. Yes, it was a live ball, but you take it and you down it. You start at the 30-yard line. So now it's 1st and 10 for Seattle. They'll start inside their 20. 3:52 remains in the opening quarter. Smith and Jigba and Metcalf will now jog to the left. And Tyler Lockett is out to the left. From the 10-yard line, Seattle moving right, 1st and 10. The turn in the hand to Kenny Williams, and he is down right at the line of scrimmage. Diamondor Lenore with the stop. No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10. For the Seattle Seahawks. 49ers lead 3-0. And the Seahawks are going with a little tempo. They're going to try and keep the 49ers defense on the field. Walker again up the middle, gets to the outside, and then banged down at the 18-yard line by Green. And again, this is where the Niners need to improve throughout the course of the night. That's getting off the field on 3rd down. 3rd down and about 2 for Seattle. The ball is at the 18-yard line, moving right with 3:07 left in the opening quarter. Niners up 3-0. Seattle tried to go with a little tempo, and they caught the 49ers briefly. All right, here we go. 3rd down and 2 from the 18-yard line. Smith and Jigba in motion. Snap to Smith. They bring pressure over the middle, and that pass is caught. 1st down, Seattle. Noah Fant with the reception. Diamondor Lenore on the coverage. Gain of 9, first down Seahawks. Fred Warner leads this 49er defense. And so does Nick Bosa. They brought pressure that time, but Fred Warner cheated out to it, and he was just short in getting the deflection. Out to the 25-yard line after a gain of 7. First and 10 for the Seahawks, moving right with 2:05 left in the quarter. Here's the fake. Smith looking, and now of course a deep one for DK Metcalf. It is incomplete. It came up short anyway. Diamonor Lenore on the coverage. So that's the first deep shot for the Seahawks, 2nd and 10. Second and 10, 2:02 left, opening quarter. Niners 3, Seahawks nothing. Seahawks have the ball moving to the right. 2nd down and 10. Noah Fant in motion, now lines up in a slot on the right side. Smith and Jigba on the left. The snap to Geno. He looks and he throws, and it's incomplete. What a play! What a play! DK Metcalf had his hands all over, but it was deflected away, and now it is 3rd and 10. Deflected away at the last possible second, because Metcalf had that for a first down, but unable to get to it. Now, 3rd and 10. Can the 49ers get off the field? Something else I'm going to be preaching all night. From the 25-yard line, Geno Smith in shotgun formation, takes the belt high shotgun snap, looks to throw, stepping up into the pocket, winds up and throws, and it's incomplete. And the Niners get a 3 and out. After the initial first down, the Niners hold the Seahawks, and now they have a chance to strengthen their lead with 1:54 remaining in the opening quarter. Jair Brown was in the area. DK Metcalf has dropped 2 balls right now. Well, what do you know? DK Metcalf is human. Here's the punt. High and deep. And it's backed up to the 15, ahead to the 20, and he stumbles and falls right there down at the 20-yard line. Jacob Cowing on the return for San Francisco. So they got the ball back with 1:43 remaining in the first quarter. Niners 3, Seahawks nothing. Back after this.
Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets.
All right, back here on Snowman Multimedia Sports. Brian Snow here with you. It is 3-0 in favor of the San Francisco 49ers as they have just stopped Seattle. And they will have the ball at their own 20-yard line when we get back to work. And the Niners got to go to work running the football. Jordan Mason is your guy, so use him. And they will. They'll use him. They'll use Deebo Samuel. They have Isaac Arendo, their rookie, out of Pitt, to lean on also. So let's see what the 49ers do With 1:43 remaining in the opening quarter, or 1:58 remaining in the opening quarter, I beg your pardon. And we're waiting for the television stations to get back. They're advertising October 2025. The NBA is coming to Amazon Prime. And all I got to say is ick. That's all I got to say. DK Metcalf is not happy talking to I would assume, one of his assistant coaches. And on first down, Purdy back to throw. Winds up, throws, caught by Jordan Mason across the 30, and Mason can't get to the first down marker. He'll get 9 to the 33-yard line. And be second down and about 1. $1:18 left in the opening quarter. 2nd and 1 for San Francisco, leading 3-0. Boy, do they have a chance to make a statement here. This is a statement game for the 49ers. Out of the pistol, they hand it to Jordan Mason. Mason is caught and dropped for a loss of 1. Dagnabbit. As we're inside of the final minute, they'll have to snap the ball one more time. 3rd down and maybe 3 for San Francisco. They tried to run up the gut, and it did not work. Come on in and take a load off and listen to yours truly call this game. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so right now. YouTube.com/@snowmanmultimedia. Final 30 seconds of the quarter, 7 on the play clock. Kittle in motion, now sets to the left, 3 on the play clock. Snap to Purdy, they fake it to Mason, and Jordy with a jump pass. It is incomplete, looking for George Kittle. And now it is 4th and 2, and the 49ers immediately give back the football. They tried to get tricky, and they got caught. Iori is here with this. Salute to you, my friend. 3rd and 2, and you wonder why Purdy just didn't take off running out to right. They wanted to run something cute. Kittle was not open. He had a defender right in front of him, and he led him too far. So Mitch Wishnowsky on to punt for the first time, and we get a false start against San Francisco. With 18 seconds left in the opening quarter, and the referee, Craig Rolstad, signals false start against the 49ers. So 4th and 2 has now become 4th and 7. And I wouldn't be surprised if Seattle sent the house. Ari with this is good evening. Thank you, my friend. Salute to you. All right, here's the Wishnowsky punt. It's high and it's short, and the fair catch is made by Williams at the 29-yard line with 12 seconds left in the opening quarter. And the Niners leading 3-0, and the Seattle Seahawks offense will come back onto the field. That was one of those drives where you would love to have seen the Niners just run the football down their throat. But the last drive defensively for San Francisco, they did great in getting off the field after allowing the Seahawks, the initial first down of the drive. And now let's see what the defense does here as we have 12 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. Niners took an interception and turned it into 3 points, and that's our score right now. 3-0 San Francisco. 1st and 10 for the Seahawks. They'll start at their own 29-yard line, and Geno Smith will operate out of the pistol. Williams now shifts it to his shotgun. Stands to Geno Smith's right. Snap to Smith. They'll hand it to Williams, and Williams trying to get outside. Nothing doing. And the first tackler there was Fred Warner. And that'll take us to the end of the period as Jordan Mason and the 49ers lead this game by a score of 3-0. I'm going to build myself another break, and when you all come back, we'll have the second quarter as the teams will switch sides. Back after this.
Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets.
Just pick a song. Pick a song. Hurry. All right. 3-0 favor of the 49ers as we get ready for the second quarter. And the second quarter is underway. It is 3rd down and 3 coming up for Seattle. Sorry, I missed a play. Niners averaging 7.2 yards per carry. Ball at the 35-yard line. Seattle moving right to left as the team switch sides. Smith takes the belt high shotgun, snap back to throw over the middle. That's caught by Walker, and he didn't get there. Fred Warner, the all-everything linebacker for San Francisco, makes the stop, and the Seahawks will punt again. Great read by Fred Warner as the delayed pass was coming to Kenneth Walker, and Warner read it perfectly. He retreated to his right, but then beat a couple of blocks to get back in the play and took down Walker. So they'll punt for the second time. High, and it'll bounce out of bounds right about at the 25-yard line. And that's where San Francisco will get back to work. Hey, folks, you can support us with a super chat or a Cash App donation to $Tallman Dr. K50, or you can donate and help us out with a PayPal donation. I'm going to see if a couple of friends of mine are on right now. So we're going to do some raids here, and the voices that you will hear will be courtesy of them. And the first raid I want to get to is Rising Rhino. We'll do that on our next break. Mike McDonald in his first year as the coach of the Seahawks, and the Niners will work out of the pistol with Jordan Mason standing behind him. Snap to Purdy and the fake to Mason. Purdy looking to throw. Oh, man, Debo's wide open. He's got it. 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. Turns on the Jets. He's gone. Touchdown. San Francisco. 71 straight just like that. Woo! That is the big play that this offense desperately needed. 76 yards, just like that. And that's the longest pass play this year for Purdy and the 49ers. The extra point is good, and the Niners, on their third drive of the game, one play, 76 yards, and Brock Purdy hits Deebo Samuel on the fly, and Deebo Samuel did the rest. 13:30 remains in the second quarter. Niners 10, Seahawks nothing. Back in a minute. I got a ton of moving parts here. 13:30 remains in the second quarter. I'm trying to get the 49ers horn because Victor said something in the chat after that touchdown to Deebo Samuel. He said, sound the horn. Yes, indeed. Sound the horn, dagnabbit. 10-0 49ers on a 76-yard touchdown pass from Brock Purdy to Deebo Samuel. What the? All right, you know what? I know how to handle this. All right, since they won't let me do it that way, I'll do it another way. No stopping the snowman, dagnabbit. All right, I'm waiting on something here. And Deebo was let loose and then took off. Woo-wee! He took off. You understand me? All right, back to play as the Seahawks bring out to the 30. Ball's out! Ball's out! Ball's out! San Francisco says they have it. 49ers are pointing, saying they have the football. And they do! All right, I'm a little premature in blowing that one, but wow. As the ball came out, it looked like his knee hit the ground first. No, that ball's out. That ball was out. That ball was out, and the 49ers have it. And the Niners have it back. Wow. Second turnover of the night And now the 49ers try to take advantage out of an I formation. Juszczyk in front of Mason. The toss to Mason running right. Runs into Juszczyk. Mason still squirts 3 and gets a couple. So the 49ers are trying to take advantage of this turnover. The first one they got turned into 3 points. They're trying to turn this one into 7 points. 13:03 left in the second quarter. And I got a present for y'all next time. Should the 49ers score here. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9. Purdy out of the shotgun with 10 on the play clock. Looks over the defense. Jennings comes and settles to the left. Deebo Samuel wide left. Handoff Mason running straight up the middle. Mason gets across the 25, down to the 24, maybe the 23-yard line. And it'll be 3rd down and 3 coming up for the 49ers. 12:28 remains in the half. Niners 10, Seahawks nothing. They're working off of a fumble on the kickoff, trying to get it back, or trying to turn it into points. I beg your pardon. They did get it back. And it's 3rd and 4, 12 on the play clock. Juszczyk stands to the right of Purdy, who lines up in the shotgun formation. 3 receivers out to the right. Deebo Samuel comes in motion. The belt high snap to Purdy. They bring pressure. Purdy escapes out to his left. Can he get a pass off? Purdy looks, throws, and it's incomplete, out of bounds, as this time the 49ers were facing pressure. And what would have been like a 15, 20-yard loss turns into an incomplete pass. So Purdy did the smart thing and threw the ball away. And now it is 4th and 4 and a long field goal coming up for Matthew Wright. I'm going to say something. Robbie Gould is still out there. Purdy was crashed into before he went out of bounds. This is a 41-yard field goal attempt on the left hash, angle to the right. Wisnowski to put it down. It's back. It's down. It's on the way. Splits the uprights. It is good. Oops. I had it too low. Well, blow the horn again. The Niners get points. As they turn a kickoff fumble into 3. And we take a break. 12 minutes left in the opening half. It's the Niners 13 and the Seahawks nothing. Back in a minute.
Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast, every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets. Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast, every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets.
11:47 remains in the second quarter. The Niners lead 13-0. And you got to keep up the momentum. Victor said it during the break. Hey, Scott. Good day, Mike. Good to have you aboard here this evening. Good to have everybody in the region, across the nation, and around the world tuning us in for this here broadcast. Where'd it go? There it is. All right, the approach and the kick. As we are back to work, it'll go to and into the end zone, and they'll take a knee, and the ball will come out to the 30-yard line. 11:47 remains in the second quarter. 13-0 in favor of the San Francisco 49ers. They have turned 2 turnovers into 6 points, two field goals on the night. And the Niners defense is starting to step up just a little bit. You got to build this up gradually throughout the ball game. As Geno Smith and company look to get back to work on 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line, moving left. Geno Smith under center, 3 receivers out to the right, lone slot to the left is Metcalf. And Geno Smith takes a snap and hands to Walker, and he's going to go backwards and lose 5. Malik Mustafa and Fred Warner, Jair Brown, and company, the last ones back there, loss of 5, second down coming up for Seattle. With 11.5 remaining in the opening half, it's officially a loss of 3, so 2nd and 13, Seattle choosing to go tempo with 20 on the play clock. Smith communicates to his teammates, and it's Smith and Jigba that will jog out to the right, tight end to the left. Walker in the backfield, snap to Geno, looking, and now he will take off. He gets across the 30 and slides at the 35-yard line, but we get a flag. And it looks like it's against Seattle. Absolutely it is. Holding is called against the Seahawks. The right guard Cross, guilty of the hold. And now it is second down, and I believe it'll be 23 after the 10-yard penalty. It is second down and 23 from the 18-yard line. Snap to Smith, drops the screen to Charbonnet, and Charbonnet will get out across the 30 to the 33-yard line. 15-yard gain. It'll be third down and about 7. And they're going tempo again. 3rd and 7, or 3rd and 8, as Bosa jumped. Flag on the play. Free play over the middle, incomplete. 3rd and 8 will become 3rd and 3. It'd be 3rd and 3 as Bosa jumped and did not anticipate the jump correctly. Hey, let's show Rising Rhino some love, shall we? Let's do a raid. And it was an incomplete pass too. Let's see if the 49ers can make a play happen on 3rd and 3. 10:27 left in the second quarter. 3rd down and 3. Smith out of the gun. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. The snap to Smith. They bring pressure, and it is incomplete. He missed Jackson Smith and Jigba, who was wide open. Oh, my heart skips a beat. 4th down, and the Seattle Seahawks will punt again. All right, folks, let's go raid Rising Rhino. All right, there's the link. And we're gonna go raid Rhino. Here's the punt. High and deep. Fair catch called for and made by Jacob Cowing at inside the 15-yard line. 10:16 remains in the opening half. And the voice you're gonna hear is that of Rising Rhino. So let's go show love real. Let's go show Rhino some love real quick. Niners have it 1st and 10. Brock Purdy, 4 out of 8. First and 10 for the 49ers. They have it deep in their own territory after forcing a punt. And now let's see if they can get downfield, chew up the clock, and do something with this one. From the 6-yard line, Purdy to throw. Across the middle, it is caught. That's George the Animal Kittle. He gets out to the 11, maybe the 12, pick up a 5, 2nd and 5. This is where you want to eat the clock the most if you're San Francisco. 10 minutes left in the second quarter. Purdy 5 of 9 for 115 yards. Mason has carried the ball 7 times for 51 yards, including that big run that set up a field goal in the first quarter. 2nd and 3 for San Francisco. 9:40 left in the opening half. They lead 13-0 in Seattle. Toss to Mason running right. Mason's got the first down outside the 20, 25, and he's dropped at the 26-yard line. And it's Mason who is down. Oh, boy. Mason took a hit. And the last position where the Niners need to take a hit is that running back. I mean, how many more hits can the 49ers take, man? Good Lord. Well, they'll give the ball to Isaac Orendo. Remember that Elijah Mitchell is out. And he's out for the season. 9:26 remains in the opening half as they continue to look at Jordan Mason. I'll say it again. How many more hits can the 49ers take before this season takes them? Man alive. All right, let's take a break. 9:26 for the half. Niners 13, Seattle nothing. We're back in a minute.
Yes, I was. Hello, my love. How are you? This laundry and that all
And she did. Oh, man. All right.